Hi friends, my today's topic is about Chaucer's Canterbury Tales. In this, we are given a brief introduction about the century which he lived, and it also depicts the life of England and the high class people or the people lived during that time. So, the question can be of any form. There are three or four forms discussed here. First one is write a note on Chaucer as the chronicle of the 14th century England, or a cross section of English life in the 14th century. Is this an apt description of the prologue, or Chaucer's work reflects his century not in fragments but completely? And Chaucer stands in much same as the relation to the life of his time as Pope does to the earlier phases of the 18th century and Tennyson to the Victorian era. Discuss. For all these questions, we just have one answer. Okay, let's move on to the answer. In the prologue to the Canterbury Tales, Chaucer has given a picture of the 14th century social and religious conditions. The prologue is in fact a cross section of English life in 14th century. Chaucer was a true literary artist who realized that the calling of the poet is to faithfully reflect the age in his works. In this aspect, he can be compared to Pope in the 18th century and Tennyson in the Victorian age. Pope's essay on man criticism, the rape of the lock and Danciad are all expressions of the literary tendencies, fashions and manners of his age. Likewise, for nearly half a century, Tennyson was not only a man and a poet, he was the voice of a whole people, expressing in exquisite melody their doubts and their faith, their griefs and their triumphs. His Locksley's Hall, Princess, the Palace of Art, Mouth, Idols of the King, and In Memoriam all bear witness to the above observation of W.J. Long. Like Pope and Tennyson, Chaucer too is the voice of his age. He represents the age